Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our monthly tarot reading. And this will be for February 2016 for the sign of Aquarius. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the month, we'll take a card from the top. Oops. For the middle of the month, we will take a card from the center. And the end of the month, we're going to take a card from the bottom. Okay, what an interesting lineup. Okay, we start the month with the Ace of Swords. And it's just basically a hand holding a sword facing downward. Okay, and this card means we now have the chance to make clear things that had been unclear or incomprehensible. We're going to reach some type of an understanding and have clarity in the beginning of the month. Okay, and we can, we're going to have a chance to resolve some type of a conflict that's been going on. Maybe it's a conflict between you and a friend, you and, a spouse, lover, or partner. Maybe a conflict between you and someone at work. And now is the time to put some distance between yourself and that problem. Okay, and to look at the situation with a cool head and a clear mind. And you're going to be able to understand the problem better to finally resolve something in the beginning of the month. You're going to have that clarity. Maybe you were emotional before this month. And, maybe you just couldn't think straight. Maybe you were just too hot-headed or maybe too emotionally involved. But you're going to be able to see things more clearly than you have about a situation and, finally, dissolve whatever it is and, resolve the conflict. And then in the middle of the month, you have the Magician. Okay, and the Magician is, looking at, it looks like, is this a book or a bottle? It's a very dark colored card, so I'm not sure exactly what it is that she's looking at, but she's looking at it very intently. Okay, and this is telling us that we have a lot of influence over our lives, whether we want to believe it or not. I mean, some things we can't control, but a lot of things we could steer in the right direction. And this is also symbolizing whatever power we can gain through knowledge. It looks like she's studying something. Whatever it is she's holding up, she's studying it. She looks very scholarly. And it's telling us to take the initiative. It's asking us, what do we want to do with our life? What do we want to make happen in the middle of the month? And you can master your life. This card is telling you that it is possible, okay, for you to gain whatever knowledge you need in order to further yourself. Okay, however, though, we don't want to gain knowledge for just the sake of gaining knowledge and use it to intimidate anyone or, to, how could I say, to manipulate people. Okay, this card is telling us not to use, our knowledge or charisma to manipulate someone. And then the last card, the Devil. And that is a very scary card. The Devil is standing in the middle, and he has two people. It looks like this is a woman, and she's holding her head in her hand there. She has her forehead up against her, looks like the back of her hand. And we have this man standing here with his arm out, and his body language looks like, he's accusing her or arguing with her. And it is a very negative feeling at the end of the month, this Devil card. And with this Devil card, what I get from it is the Devil card is basically an addiction. Okay? Things that control us, things that hold us in bondage, something that is, how could I say? It's a very excessive type of card. Maybe someone who is addicted to alcohol, drugs, maybe gambling, maybe a relationship addiction. Okay, this card here is It's a feeling of maybe betrayal at the end of the month. Okay, maybe being lied to. And it's basically telling us that something is out of balance at the end of the month. Something in our life needs to be put back in balance. It's something that's holding us in bondage at the end of the month. And it could be maybe lack of discipline. It could also be that, because addictions are something out of balance, where you're doing something excessively, you're addicted to it. Only you know what it is that is addictive for you. And maybe this is something you're struggling with, where in the beginning of the month you finally feel like you put it to rest, okay, and that you've, resolved it. In the middle of the month, you're trying to help yourself gain whatever knowledge it is to finally fight whatever this is, this addiction or imbalance in your life. But at the end of the month, it still has quite a hold on you. It still has quite a hold. And it's holding you in bondage. I mean, this might even be something as simple as maybe the way you're thinking. Maybe you have a negative outlook on things, and maybe your negative thinking is what's making your life the way it is. Maybe it's not allowing you to have confidence in yourself. Maybe your negative self-talk inside your head may be the symbolism of the devil that's working against you. Or, like I said, it could be a physical addiction. It could be a substance abuse. It could be, overeating, over drinking, overspending. But whatever it is, there's something at the end of the month that's holding you in bondage. And it looks like you're trying to release yourself, but it still has its grasp. You're learning knowledge in the middle of the month to maybe change your life and determine your fate, but something at the end of the month that still has you pretty much in its clutches. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back.